So first of all, I actually started teaching in 2019, and then also in China they want English speakers, British, Canadians. I went one day to the principal and then I asked, why are you not giving me a chance to teach? Like, they were not picking me. I was like, hey, I always want Filipinos, and mostly it was China that we used to do demo. I'll be honest with you, the salary was very less, and then I just got promoted as a teacher. Imagine that after 1 month of the job I got kicked out. They said that I wasn't speaking like, have the UK accent, and I don't have the passport. Yes, welcome back to our channel. It's me and Maleek.
Yeah, Maleek, I like that. Everyone, good beautiful people, welcome back again to our YouTube channel. Today is Friday. What is today's date?
Today's date is 9. Yeah.
Good. So she's a teacher, that's
February.
right. She knows today's date. Me, I don't keep record of dates. The only date that I know is 28. That's where I know my salary is coming. 14 for what?
Valentine's Day.
I don't know that one. Oh, that one said me. I don't know.
All ladies remember. Only if you are in a relationship or you're married, you know.
Anyways, if this is your first time visiting our channel, kindly make sure to subscribe. Yeah, thank you for all my return subscribers. So yeah, and also if you are in Ghana, you are in any part of Africa, and you want to travel to Qatar, you can contact them on the screen so they can hook you up if you want to travel to Qatar, if you want to work as a driver, carpenter, mason. They are your people to contact. We work for you. So let's get straight into today's video. Today I have here with me Madam Abigail. Yes, and she also has a YouTube channel.
Yeah, and, my YouTube channel is called It's All About Abby, so please check it out.
It's All About Abby. And she's from Ghana.
Yeah, I'm from Ghana.
So I've had this, I mean, a lot of people want to visit Qatar even way before the World Cup, and after the World Cup it has become like even intense and like too much. A lot of people want to visit Qatar, and one of the professions that people are really looking forward to you know, doing here is teaching job, because since this country is an Arabic country, but most of the people who have occupied this space are all English speakers. So
and foreigners.
Exactly, foreigners. So I've had a lot of people, precisely Nigerians, asking me how they can pursue a teaching job over here. Now she's a teacher and she's been here for quite some time. I'm like, okay, so why don't we do this? She's going to give us all the information, the kind of document you would have to possess, the qualification you need to have to be a teacher in Qatar. So let's go, Madam Abigail.
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having me, for inviting me. It's just such an honor. Yeah, so first of all, I actually started teaching in 2019 when I graduated. I actually did business management. But when I came, I had no experience, and they wanted someone with experience. So I was like, I can't stay home like that.
You mean experience of teaching, right?
Experience of management, working in a hotel or anything that have to do with management. But I am a graduate.
Exactly.
And then also, and then also in China, everybody who have ever studied in China knows that the easiest job to get is teaching.
Oh, so you studied in China?
Yes, I studied in China.
International.
Jinzhou, yeah. So actually Bohai University. So if you're watching this video and you have schooled in Bohai, please, you know me, yeah. So it was like that, and then 2019 I was like, no, let me just stick to something different instead of doing what I did in or what I studied in the university.
So did you pursue teaching because of the passion you had for it, or that was what was, you know, booming in the market? Teaching
was my second love, and then banking was my first love.
Oh, I get it.
I've always wanted to work in the bank, and I know that one day I will, like, counting people's money and making sure that they are secure. Yeah, I'm not greedy though. Yeah.
Okay, so now you've graduated from school.
Yeah.
You came to Qatar. And because you didn't have experience, you couldn't get your dream job or the job you wanted to do.
Yes.
So how did you get into teaching?
Okay, so actually when I went into teaching here also, they said they want English speakers.
Okay.
Like British, like Canadians, it's more easy. And then if you have their passport, it's much more easy. So let's see how I got into the teaching field. I first saw one lady who is called Miss Eno. She's a Nigerian, so she actually helped me through one school. And for safety reasons, I will not mention the school. The school was so hard, I don't know why. And then, you know, for us Africans, the most job that you get in here as a teacher is a teaching assistant. You help the native native people. So it was like a TA job, and then like do this cut, do these decorations and all this kind of stuff. And then I was like, why?
This is not what you sign up for.
No, that's not. Yes, I want to teach. And then I was like, okay. And then I went one day to the principal, and then I asked the principal, like, why are you not giving me a chance to teach? You know, I can really teach. I can even do better than the teachers.
Exactly.
And then they are like, no, we want native speakers. So I was like, okay, fine. Maybe because my accent is very strong, I speak like a Ghanaian. You know, it's like African. Yes, African. Yeah, so they want someone who can slay and all those stuff. And then I was like, okay, fine. So I was still doing the TA, helping the teacher, doing other job like packing the books and then all those kind of stuff. And the salary was very less, but I didn't give up there. I then quitted after a year, and then I went to do some courses. So if you are in like anywhere in Africa and want to pursue teaching here, try and do Educare. Educare is like a training course here that you can get it even within 3 hours or 4 hours course, and it upgrades you a lot. Like a lot of people don't know that. Because I was applying.
Is it that expensive?
It's like 300 reals and 250. I'm sure back
in Africa is going to be very expensive.
Very expensive. But they don't want the one in Africa.
Oh,
they want the one here. International here. So first of all, I was applying for a lot of schools, but they were not picking me. I was like, hey, why? They always want Filipinos, and I was like, hey, those Filipinos too, they are like, yeah, I don't know why, but those Filipino, my English is not that good, but I can speak English more better than a Filipino. Sorry to say, please don't come and backlash me.
Because that's one thing I don't get it. I met this Filipino guy and he's like, you speak so good, like your accent is good, you speak good English. I said, yes, because in Ghana, people might say our first language is English. In Ghana, anyone who has never even been to the school, they can respond to how are you? I'm fine.
And especially Nigerians
how old are you?
Too.
Exactly. Like the whole of West Africa.
Yeah.
Except, you know, the Francophones, like the people who speak French. For them, probably they've studied French right from infants and it might be difficult for them. But aside from that, all of us can speak English. Not necessarily speaking, but we can understand basic English. Even we speak Pidgin, where you go, you come.
Yeah.
No, that's
probably. But the only thing I got to realize that the reason why they want more Filipinos or the Tagalos is because they are very creative.
In what?
They are very skillful in arts. Most schools they want art, they want display. And those people like are very decorative. Yes. It's not specifically about like helping the kid in class in either to stand out with the other good kids, but mostly they want the school to look good. And as for me, I wasn't good in that field, but let's see how I got this very good job. So I then got another good school, but then I went back to the previous school that I was in, and then I told them that I just went there for a reason. And then the principal was like, Abby, your working here within this 1 year was incredible. Ooh, so nice. I want to take you as a teacher. Nice. So I was like, wow.
You're just an assistant, right?
I was just an assistant. But first of all, we want you to do a demo. Mostly it was China that we used to do demo before they can pick you. But I don't know, but a change in here. In here, you just don't go for interview. Now you do demo. Demo is you showing how you teach, how you hand. Then they'll be looking at you, and then they see that, oh, you are. Sometimes the interview doesn't go well, but the demo goes well. So well, and then they are like, yeah. So I really like the changes within those kind of field. So let's see. I did a demo, and then they were like, wow, incredible. So we are going to pick you as a teacher. As soon as I got there,
at that moment, how was the feeling like?
So it was great. It was great, but I'll be honest with you, the salary was very less.
It always starts with
small,
salary,
yes, I know, but you know, it was very small. It's like looking at the TA salary, it's like 500 addition. So, and then the work was big, so I was like, no. So I was still applying. Better, right? Yeah, I was still applying. Then I got a very small school. It was like a nursery school. And then
but
after
I got these schools, were they asking for particular documents? Like, I mean, definitely when you apply for the job and they ask you to come for an interview, do you carry any other necessary documents, or you just go there? Definitely, if you're going for an interview, you need to carry all documents that you think they might need. So what are some of the documents that sometimes you carry along?
Okay, hold on. Coming back to the documents, but first, if you want a job, if you're outside Ghana, if you're outside Nigeria, any African country, and want to pursue teaching here, first of all, go to Qatar Living. Go to Qatar Living, their websites, and then also go to like LinkedIn. Yeah, or Indeed. There are lots of teaching jobs there, and they can actually apply you from there. Straight down to Qatar to come and work.
So the like international recruitment,
yes,
like that.
And then also I didn't do education during my university. So the only thing that helped me was that I now have the teaching experience in my old previous school and then I just got promoted as a teacher. So that has upgraded me. So what was the other thing I needed to add that that was holding me back. So I went to this new school. It was a small nursery school, and then I took that CV that I've worked here. I am a graduate.
All you needed at that time was experience.
Experience. Right. I didn't know. It was experience.
So, just a second. Yeah. This is an advice to all of you out there. No matter the industry you want to come into Qatar, you always need to start small.
Small here,
you always need to, because the experience counts so much over your experience.
Even if you are a teacher in Ghana, you still need experience,
that experience
here.
From here.
So
because the system back in Ghana is not the same over here.
Yes.
No, so
So I started with something small. So then I went then they asked me, oh, have you teacher? I said yes, blah blah blah. Oh, okay, all right, we want a demo. Okay, so after that I have required a lot of knowledge during my previous school, so it was easy for me.
Okay.
There were a lot of native speakers, like from British, from UK, from anywhere across the world, and then me being a Ghanaian was picked, and that salary was huge. I won't lie, that was my big giant job. And then could you imagine that after 1 month of the job, I got kicked out? Yeah, I got kicked out.
Okay, it's okay if you want to talk about the reason why you were kicked out. But if you don't want to talk about it, it's fine. We can skip it and we talk about something else.
The main reason why I got kicked out was that they said that I wasn't speaking like. I didn't have the UK accent and I don't have the passport. So then they actually said goodbye to me, and even without paying me my salary. It was a lot of things going on, and then I was like, oh my goodness, it was only prayers.
Yeah, right.
The lady couldn't keep my money. She was just like, come for your money, and
nice.
I was like, wow.
Finally you got
I cried and I was like, why is job setting so? But God had bigger things for me. Fast forward, I applied and then I got 2 schools again, because now I am in the system.
Yes. So
I now have the experience.
But I want to ask, can you teach in 2 schools? Like,
no, you can't teach in 2 schools. As soon as you get a school, you are stuck there.
It's just like the basic rules over here. You cannot work for 2 sponsors unless you have a...
And especially when they bring you from home, from Ghana or any other country, and then you are under their sponsorship.
You are stuck.
Yeah, you are stuck. Even if you find a good job, you can't.
You can't leave.
After the job, you go home.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah.
You can't do any other job apart from that job.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is it difficult to get a teaching job here in Qatar? Or like, as compared to you being back home and being in Qatar here, which one is much easier? Like, let's say if you want to search for a teaching job in Qatar here.
In here is much more easier than back home.
It's true. Because they would rather prefer hiring locally than international.
Yes. Unless maybe by chance.
Yeah. Or maybe you are too good enough.
Yes.
But also one thing that I want to know, back in Ghana, or back in Africa, someone would just complete senior high school, or let's say high school. Everyone knows high school. Let's say someone finishes or completes high school, and then for the time being, they are looking for a job, and then they get a teaching job to teach in a nursery or things like that. Like, could that be the same over here? Let's say, me SHS. I completed SHS, and then I come to Qatar here, and maybe looking for a job, or back home, my passion has always been to, teach, and then I come to Qatar. Should I still go get those certificates you talked about, or I can just go and apply with my WASI certificate or my...
Yeah, you can. It depends. We have grades. of schools and their requirements. If you want like this small nursery schools in here, it's okay to use your WASI
but those, if you say small, do they pay as much, or they pay just as the name goes, small? Small,
very, very
small
less.
School, small salary.
Yes, small school, small salary, and big time headache, big time job.
I understand.
But the bigger schools, they require a lot. And as soon as you are into, and how to get those jobs are so difficult.
Easy. And also one more thing, you know, now we are in a system of whom you know.
Yeah.
If you know someone, then getting a job or securing a job becomes super easy for you. Is it like that also over here, like in the schools?
Yeah, but actually, what Maleek is saying is it's so right. But the thing is that someone cannot link you because it's only Filipinos inside the school, so they prefer bringing their own people. The only reason why I got this big job, like this big school, was that I applied through Indeed.
Okay.
And then I got an interview. Okay. I did the demo, and could you believe, a very big school, and I'm the only black person. And then later on, another Nigerian lady joined me, so we are only two. And even without us two, no, it's not easy there. They like it's really like not. It's very competitive. Two. Yeah.
But please, she's only sharing experience. Please, the school, don't come for her. Don't go and say, why is she saying the school is after her or something like.
No, I'm not saying the school is after me. I'm just
So that's just by the way. I think she shared most of the information. Would you be willing to share your social? I mean, would you allow me to share your social media handles? So maybe someone who wants to apply for a school, who wants to get more information, but it wouldn't be free information. Please, 2024, no information is for free. Me, if you come to me for extra information, you know how it goes. I'm not going to respond to your free conversations anymore. Time ain't cheap. 2024. So if you would want to share your social media handles for someone to link up with you, and then they would, ask extra questions, would that be fine with you?
Yeah.
If I share your
you can.
Okay, so I will do that. Guys, I think this will be the end of today's video. I think she said a lot. She said it all. Everything you need to know to be able to get a teaching job here in Qatar. Is there anything else you would want to add?
I believe that everyone can actually find the best teaching job in Qatar if you are only willing and you are very hardworking, because then if you work very hard and then you stand out among many of them, you're just good to go.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so just keep on applying. As I said, Indeed, Qatar Living, LinkedIn, keep on, because agency is not good. You're going to take almost half of your salary. So just keep on applying, and don't forget Educare. They also have very good training. Most of the schools
I would put all these things that she said in the comment. In the description box, so you can.
So actually bring out. You know why I got these good schools? Because I did this kind of courses. They really helped me.
That's great.
And as soon as you get a school too, don't lose yourself. Try and work hard.
So you can get up there, because the competition is.
It's very, very tight.
It's tight, like.
It's very, very, very tight. So thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you too for passing through. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. See you all, and we love you. Bye bye.
Bye.
We are out.